Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this completely new type of video that I've never done before. And what we have done is we've taken the career of Zlatan Ibrahimović and using FIFA 22 mods, we've made him 18 years old, you've put him back at Malmo, and we made him 70 rated. Well, in fact, we just bought him off AC Milan for Malmo, but don't worry about that. For this video, we'll be simming the career of Zlatan Ibrahimović until he wins the Champions League, the trophy that's eluded him throughout his career. And to get some the most developments, we'll be selling other strikers, like Isaac Kisifine and other strikers that get in his way through the video. Because the Swedish League starts at an unusual time, if you don't get any offers in for Isaac Kisifine, I've already forgot, we might be swapping him for Jonathan Levi, just boost the squad around Zlatan, give him the best chance we can give him. Just before we sim to the end of the season, I just want to show you the transfer sporting Levi and Ryan. I don't know how to pronounce his name either. I've never actually managed outside of Europe, outside of the top 5 leagues before, so I was quite surprised to find out that we start in January. We brought in a new keeper and a new right wing. Hopefully it gives Zlatan's team the boost, so that when we sim to the end of the season, whenever that may be, Zlatan gets as many goals as possible, and we can get him a new tasty club. Yes, I am aware that I simmed to the halfway point of the season in the last recording that you saw. We have now simmed to the end of December, and I completely forgot that we're in the Champions League. Looks like we've got Juventus, Piemonte Calcio in the next game, which is interesting. If you look at our last game in, God's sake, if you look at our last game in Sweden, we did win 4-1. So there is a positive sign of things to come. Hopefully we had that form the whole way through the season, and we managed to top our league. If you get out of this, go to the Auswirken, and there we go. 8 points top of the group. We won 20 out of 30 games this season. I don't think that's actually... I'm not overly impressed with that. I think we could have done better. But, you know, 68 points out of 30 games isn't that impressive, considering we have quite a stacked squad for what I think our level is. If you want to go over to our squads, you can see Zlatan Ibrahimović has gone from what, a 70, I think it was at the start, or was he 73? I think it was 70. He's gone up plus 5 ratings to 75 rated Zlatan Ibrahimović. You can see here actually, there you go. Plus 5, showing great potential. Hopefully we gave him a nice potential boost this season with dynamics, because he probably only has 83 potential due to his card being out at the start of the game. So I think, considering that he's won the league this season, scoring how many goals? 14 goals. I'm happy with it. Yeah, you can see the striker we had out on loan actually scored more than him, which is a bit disappointing. But I'm happy with 14 goals for his first season as Zlatan Ibrahimović. Jumping into the second season now, and Malmo have tried as hard as they can to keep us, giving us a huge transfer budget of £20 million. You know, I almost thought about staying at the club for that amount of money. You know, we have a very good squad, and we're in the Europa League, getting out of the 3rd place of a Champions League. So I thought, I'm almost tempted to stay at the club. However, Zlatan Ibrahimovic's career is the focus of today's episode. So we will be transfer listing him, and if we get any good offers, we'll accept it. As you can see, we rejected a high bid from Club Brugge of £60 million to join the Belgium League. I don't think the Belgium League is that higher than the Swedish League, but what we have got is a £13 million offer from Sporting. And I do think the Portuguese League, you know, where Ronaldo came through, Quaresma came through, Pepe came through, I believe, that is the level that I think we need to go next. So, as you can see, we're valued between 14 and 20 million pounds. I'm going to throw that back at them, and if they accept something about that, I guess we're heading over to Ligue 1. There it is. Sporting have accepted a very high offer, have given us a very high offer of £18.7 million for 19-year-old Zlatan Ibrahimović. We're going to accept that, and we're also going to be following him over to Portugal. And the very next day after we accept the sporting offer, we get an offer from the Bundesliga. I might have actually taken that, you know. Hoffenheim are a very good side, a very interesting sides. You know, Bundesliga is a top league, but no, we could taste more glory with Sporting in Liga NOS. We've already got one trophy under our belt. Let's try collect them all. I'm happy where we're going, but you know, if Hoffenheim offered first, we'd probably be going to Germany right now. God, I'm honestly kind of happy to be out of that. It felt like the whole world wanted our squad last season. And this season we have Paulinho, I think he's up front. He was at Braga a few seasons back. He was very good at Braga, if I do remember correctly. However, he is in the way of our boy. Same as Salami. Salami. Screw it, we're going to call him Salami. I forgot how to pronounce his name. We're going to be selling those two guys. I don't think we can since the window's passed. But we want Ibrahimović obviously to be our main guy up front. So you have to switch to a 2-striker formation, and hopefully Slimani, gets picked underneath Zlatan. It's going to be interesting. I'll jump back to you with all the news and updates. I completely forgot Nuno Mendes was only on loan at PSG. I know obviously in real life they'll probably spend that 50 million release clause, but it's very hard for me not to record him right now. We don't really have a left wing back. Vinagre is on loan, who will play there for this season, I guess. Currently we have this Matthias Rees, who's playing left wing back, who's really a centre back. I'll stick with Vinagre for this season. As much as I was wanting to bring back Nuno Mendes on loan, to be honest, I was trying to get him. Forgetting he was out on loan for us. I don't think we can sell anyone, at least for the first half of this season. So that may mean Zlatan's growth is a bit stunted. But next season, we're going to go full blast in the Portuguese league. Hopefully get quite far in one of the European leagues. And I'm excited for it. I think we can spend a few seasons, or maybe it's 2 seasons or 2 in the Primeira Liga in Portugal. Well, there we have it. A second season done, and a second season won. Sporting have come back from behind against Benfica and Porto. I think we were second or third at the start when we took over halfway through the season. We won the league with 82 points, 5 points ahead of Benfica. Again, not the most comfortable, but I'm a lot more happy with that. 82 points is respectable, very respectable. Looking at the squad, Zlatan's only gone up 1 in half a year, plus 1 half a year. He's unhappy at the squads, so maybe I might have to look at a move away. I think it's a bit too early for that. We still have the players ahead of him, like Paulinho, who will be getting game time, just because FIFA give the best players, you know, the starts for whatever reason, not the squad you put out. So if we go into the stats, yeah, there you see it. Paulinho, 45 appearances, he's completely blown Ibrahimović out of the park when it comes to starts. Top goal scorer, obviously Pedro Gonzalez. Great player in real life, great player in the game. 20 goals, 13 assists off the right wing. Probably the main reason why he won the league this season. Nuno Santos, also someone who I haven't really heard of until now. I was trying to play Marcus Edwards ahead of him. They moved Edwards over to the left wing. But they see the 2 players I wanted. Only got 20 starts between them. And Zlatan got 6 of those 11 starts. Zlatan got at Malmo, his last club. So that's really not good enough. You can see why he's unhappy at the club. Welcome to our first real season at Sporting. Say that last half season didn't count. Despite us winning the Primeira Liga, it was only the second half of the first season, since even though we had this full season at Sweden, Sweden's leagues have kind of confused me a bit for this video. However, we've rebuilt the squads for Ibrahimović. Nuno Mendes has come back in that left centre back. He's just a random dude from the Brazilian league. We brought Canales in. He went to Liverpool, quite funny enough, from Real Betis. Now he's with us because I wanted a good centre mid who was cheap-ish, and because he's what, 30-ish, he was quite cheap. Paulinho we've dropped back into a centre backs because it would be too expensive to get an actual good centre back. And Sensao, obviously, lovely guy at centre back. Hatabor, very happy about back five. Got one of the best back fives Portugal's probably ever seen. Up front, Marcus Eds on the left-footed as well. I'm not sure why he doesn't play there in real life. Pedro Gonçalves, obviously probably the best player in our team, and Ibrahimović. Difference is now we don't actually have any other strikers apart from Marquez, so Ibrahimović should be getting a lot more game time this season, a lot better way to prove himself, and I believe I'm quite confident in our ability to win the league this season. I think we've got a great team, and we've had to change it up a lot, but it's still head and shoulders above what I think Benfica and Porto are capable of. So hopefully we can have an interesting run into the, I think it's Europa League, no, it should be Champions League win this season. Come on, Sporting. Oh no lads, it's all gone wrong. Zlatan's second season, he loses the title, but he won just 12 months ago, sorry. You can see we've had a few injuries I think we've had throughout the month. Canales now got injured. The Brazilian left centre back we got had a big injury throughout the season. So we've been quite unfortunate with that. But I just want to see who Benfica have had, because I don't think they had a team who was that good. Yeah, so their main strike was a 76, so we just got unlucky, I guess. We had by far the better players. For whatever reason, we got unlucky throughout the sim. I can't see anyone who played for them who was that good. Your own Chucks, obviously, you know, they have good players, but compared to the quality that we have, we should not have lost that season whatsoever. I just want to have a look at Ibrahimović now. See what he's done throughout the season. See if he needs another season in this league. And looking at that, I think he does. You know, 17 goals, 4 assists, 21 goal involvements for a 20-year-old is very good. Considering he had 43 starts, not as good. Considering it's in Liga NOS, not as good. Marcus Edwards was much more impressive. Pedro Gonçalves, obviously the star of this team. I'm going to have one more season at Sporting, try reclaim the title from our rivals Benfica, and if we win, or if we lose, will determine what club Zlatan will go to next. We want to have a star-studded trophy cabinet here, and Zlatan can't leave Liga NOS on defeats. Quickly look at his financials. Zlatan's already gone up to a £26 million player. He's got a £42 million release clause, so you've got to be careful that that isn't bought out for without winning this league. If it is, we'll be moving with him. You know, we're not going to stop any transfers going through.
Lads and ladies, I might have messed up. In Season 3, Zlatan Ibrahimović and an amazing Porto side have won the Primeira Liga, Liga NOS, whatever you want to call it. Zlatan Ibrahimović wasn't, in fact, the main man. It was Pedro Gonçalves, who's now 91 rated. Zlatan Ibrahimović is 83 rated. And because similar to Season 4,
Ibrahimović, who is on international break for Sweden right now, will be leaving the club. I do want to go to a upping club right now. Maybe if Dortmund sell Haaland, we can be quite good in there. Or maybe Atletico Madrid, something like that. You know, not the pinnacle of clubs, but like something just underneath that. Maybe even a Tottenham, but you know, why would you want to go to Tottenham? Something around that level. We'll see what we get. Well, this deal went for a lot faster than I thought. I wasn't planning to accept the first deal that came around, but when an Inter Milan side paid £69 million for the 21-year-old Zlatan Ibrahimović off of Sporting, we had to accept. We'll be joining Zlatan in Sporting, and there's already news articles, can Sporting cope without Ibrahimović? Now, if they spend that £69 million wisely, yeah, I think they can quite easily. You know, He's very fast. Looking at him, 6'5". You know, great striker to have, but he's not irreplaceable right now. That's the striker we're making him to become. Hopefully, he can become that at Inter Milan. He was obviously at Inter Milan in real life. I think around the same age as well, which is quite funny. Obviously, this is about 20 years later. Well, around that. Anyway, we're going to join Inter Milan now. Completely, well, sell whoever strikers they have, and hopefully we can win another league title. Okay, so we may have cheated a little bit, but since we are joining Inter Milan, we've gone and bought two of their strikers who will get in the way of Ibrahimović, which we don't want. We bought Dominic Calvert-Lewin, which is very unrealistic, but you know, I just want him out the way. I don't care who we sell him to, since we're going to Inter Milan next. And also bought Griezmann off them. So we're leaving Sporting in arguably a much better position. Not even arguably, leaving in a much better position than when we came. This team is possibly one team I would even post on Instagram as a follower squad. It is that good. However, we've got to move on, as much as it breaks my heart, to bigger and better things. See you in the Serie A. Leaving Sporting, I just had the thoughts that we may never get to a club whose team is that good. And now we've actually made it into Inter Milan. That might be the reality. This team is looking... We've got some good players here. Hang about. It's not all gloom and doom. How funny is that? We've just joined Inter Milan and already AC Milan are after us. Almost like real life. Zlatan Ibrahimović, we got to reject that. Also, another bit of interesting news: a club we almost joined, Hoffenheim, is in for Martinelli. Left mid in the game, but in real life more of a striker, and we've pretty much asked for 100 million of him. We'll see if that works or not, but you know, it'll be fun to see happen. We pretty much have unlimited money now. Gabriel Martinelli, he's probably worth 100 million in game, but now we're going to take all that money and put it all into a keeper, because our squad's much better than I thought it was. Does still need a keeper after we sold Bijou, what his name is, the guy from the Netherlands. Could never get his name right. So, ladies and gentlemen, our first season at Milan has ended, and it seems like we've beat the other Milan in the Coppa Italia. In the league, we smashed it, lads. 95 points. That is an exceptional season. Very happy with that. 5 losses. Not whatever. It's fine. 95 points is incredible. If you got 100 plus points, that would have been even better. I don't know why. I've been very strict today. The degree category of success. So we brought in 2 players this season. I brought in Courtois in goal, 91 rated, and I brought in Trent because I can't remember why I brought in Trent. It just happens. I thought Dumfries was worse rated than he was. I don't know why. It seemed like Dumfries had like a 79 rated. I guess he's gone up one. But I wanted someone quality like Trent Alexander-Arnold, who I thought would actually guarantee us with this squad. And now an 87 Zlatan Ibrahimović, sorry. I thought that would guarantee us a Champions League, to be honest. If you go into the Champions League, it's the same as what, the 05 final, or is it the 08 final? But Barcelona versus Arsenal, we didn't make the semi-finals either. Barcelona beating Chelsea in the semi-finals. We didn't make the quarter-finals either. Our old club Sporting losing to Fiorentina, quite interestingly. Well, we lost to Monaco 5-2 on aggregate. That is shameful almost. Right, well, I can see why our manager rating is as low as it is. You know, despite winning 2 trophies. I'm not sure why. Sure, that's fine. The squad's looking very good, lads. I would have thought we did much better than that. Let's have a quick look how Ibrahimović has done in his, what would it be, 4th season now? How old is he? How old is Ibrahimović? Come on. Alright, cool, that's 28 goals. Is that top goal scorer? Yes, he is. He's only played 45 games, which is, to be fair, it's a lot of games for 22-year-olds. Yeah, it's his 4th season. But it's considerably less. It's 6 games less than Lautaro Martinez, and he scored more goals than him. See, he's really blossomed this season into the elite striker that we all know he is, and he was in real life. It's funny, it took him to move to Inter Milan to do that. Mr. Diaby, Martinez and Ibrahimović, all 3 of them got 20 plus goals. We should be getting a lot more than a quarterfinals, and it wasn't even that round of 16 knockout against a Monaco team that isn't very good. Let's face it. Thomas Suchek as well, 7 goals from him from base of midfields. It's a good season, lads. You can't have a bad 95-point season. But I'm a bit disappointed that, a team as strong as ours, hasn't done better. Doesn't matter now. I'm gonna give it one more season. Well, I'm gonna give it a few more seasons with Inter Milan. Real life Zlatan Ibrahimović move around a lot. I'm yet to see if we're gonna do the same. But yeah. See you next season. I don't think we'll do any business. Season 5, and this is getting ridiculous now. The Champions League title still allures Zlatan Ibrahimović, who's had his 2nd season at Inter Milan now, and we haven't gotten anywhere near a final by the looks of it. We lost to Valencia in what looks like the quarter-final stages. That might even be the round of 16, which is not good enough. The form recently also not good enough, drawing with Milan, Sampdoria. That's not Spezia, is it? My Serie A knowledge for lower league teams isn't great. Yeah, no, that the bottom of the league sides, we drew with them. That is really not good enough. So it must have gone wrong with the squads, but no, it hasn't. We have our 2 strikers are both 91 rated. Diaby on the left mids is 91 rated. Trent Alexander-Arnold, 91 rated. Thibaut Courtois, 92 rated. What's gone on? Our team performed so poorly. If you go to stats, goals scored, that's what's went wrong. We haven't had many clean sheets either. But Zlatan Ibrahimović, despite playing 50 games, only got 18 goals. Something's went very wrong this season. For some reason, Denzel Dumfries played 50 games over Trent Alexander-Arnold, who must be only 18. That's ridiculous. So we kind of got unlucky, if you will. Very unfortunate with how the AI has set our team out. I strongly believe the squad is more than good enough, but I feel like we've given it 2 opportunities now, and we've been pretty much humiliated both times. We didn't even get to a cup final this year. I just want to actually go into depth into the Super Coppa. We lost Super Coppa as well, but we went out the semi-finals of the Coppa Italia. That should be something we pattern that. We should winning that easily. Champions League, as I guessed, another round of 16 loss for Zlatan's sides. I think we're done here, lads. I think we're done. We're going to transfer listing Zlatan Ibrahimović, and we're applying our services somewhere else. It's not been a bad 2 years at Inter Milan. We've won the Serie A both times, and we've won the Coppa Italia, but it's just not good enough. Something's gone on there. The club's cursed or something, whatever. We lost to Monaco and Valencia in those round of 16 games. Never again. Okay, I have listed Ibrahimović. I was very confused there for a second, but Barcelona have already come in. And didn't Barcelona buy Ibrahimović off Inter Milan or in real life? Yeah, they did. They swapped him with Eto'o. That swap isn't happening, but what is happening is an £163 million move for Zlatan Ibrahimović. We're accepting that, and hopefully we can win the Champions League with Barcelona and actually have a good stint, which Zlatan didn't do in his first spell there. Oh, I didn't expect to go into Barcelona with this career, but a 23-year-old Zlatan has done it. He is one of the best strikers in the world. We just got to win that Champions League now. Well lads, we've made it, and this is a very strong Barca squad. First things first, Timo Werner's got to get up striker position. There's only one man who's going to be up there, and that's Zlatan Ibrahimović. Ousmane Dembele is still at right wing, and Ansu Fati's still at left wing. Some reason, right, we can't stand for that. We've got to get rid of him as soon as possible. Where's Pedri gone? Where? Right, we'll be swapping him for Pedri as soon as I cut, pretty much. Nico Gonzalez, 85 rated, that's lovely to see. Cancelo, Skriniar, Kanji, and Davies. Right, this is an incredibly strong squad. Only improvement, you know what, there's no improvement. Tapsoba's right back. This is nuts. I don't need to make any business. I'm done with this. Obviously, once we swap Valverde for Pedri, there's no excuses now, lads. We've got to win the Champions League. All my talk about Ibrahimović finally making it to Barcelona, a club where he failed, and finally winning the Champions League. Looks a bit silly now. Barcelona in the Europa League. What is this? I mean, if we don't win this competition, the video's got to end like here and now. Like, it's just a message that Ibrahimović can't win European trophies. Well, that's the end of season, what, 5, 6 now? Season 6, surely. And we've won Europa League against Arsenal of all clubs. Looking at our recent form, we might have won La Liga as well. Correct, we have won La Liga. Interestingly enough, Villarreal are in second place, instead of the other two big teams that usually trouble Barcelona. Having a look at how the big man up front has done this season, Zlatan Ibrahimović. 33 goals, 9 assists, not a top goal scorer, but still a huge total amount of goals. I think this is his best season so far up front for a club, and you can see why. 92 rated. He's almost a finished article. He's not going to grow much more than this, I don't think. Oh, there's one, Poacher. Don't think he's going to grow much more than 93, 94 rated, but we haven't won the Champions League yet. So next season is the be-all and end-all season. If we don't win it, Barcelona next season, this Zlatan kind of Back to the Future premise has been a failure, because honestly, if he doesn't do it with this squad, if he didn't do that Inter Milan squads, he didn't even do it with the Sporting squads, which was incredible. He's not going to do it at all. Maybe, if you like this video, we could do a part 2 where we go for the Champions League, but that is if we don't win it next season, and we will win it next season. We can have a positive mentality. Let's jump into it. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got some great news. As you can see, we got Real Madrid in the Champions League final 2028, an El Clasico final. I'm not sure that's ever been the case in history, so that's a massive day. We've also, from the looks of the results, won Liga. I'll have a quick check up on that now. As you can see, our manager rating is pretty much down in the dumps. Yeah, we smashed La Liga, 91 points. Only real team in the competition, to be honest, going for it. Real Madrid were in 5th, so realistically we are the favourites for this competition. However, the bad news is we have lost not Hudson, but that's who we're playing. We've lost Ansu Fati in the left wing, and the Canadian left back, Alphonso Davies. Both of them must have left on release clauses during the February window, and now we're down to a bare bones squad. I don't think that's enough players to play, so I'll quickly sign some from the free agents. Then we're going to sim that game, and hopefully Zlatan Ibrahimović can carry this team. Well, it's a good team to be fair, but hopefully he can get across the line.
Well, you lot know how much I love to do a bit of cheeky free agent business, and since we are so far ahead in the future, we've signed two pretty much world-class players from the free agents. Aguilar, the Portuguese left back, 23 years old about, 83 rated, so he is going to start for us, and Adam, the Belgium keeper. That makes me feel a lot more comfortable with the strength of the squads. The bench still isn't that good. I've sold off most of the good players, to be honest. I probably should have spent some more. But, you know, that's not what this Rio is about. We're not going to build the best squads. We're going to make the best Ibrahimović. And hopefully this Ibrahimović is about to lift the Champions League trophy. Right now, yes, he has. Not the most interesting of games, only a 2-1 win. But it is a win for Barcelona over their fierce rivals. Zlatan Ibrahimović not having the best of games. 7.3, so maybe he got an assist or something. Or just a danger man up front. But, you know, it would have been lovely for him to get a goal. But that is it, ladies and gentlemen. He has done it. At one of the biggest clubs in the world, Barcelona. God knows how long it's been since they've been successful. With a pretty much balanced team. You know, it's quite similar to the Barcelona squad that Ibrahimović would have played in. With Pedri and... Sorry, with Iniesta and Xavi. Then instead of... what's his name? Busquets, you have Nico Gonzalez. They have the youth players, what I'm trying to get at. And looking at the stats from the season, 38 goals and 5 assists in 56 games. Now that's impressive. He's taking on the mantle of top scorer himself. Hudson-Odoi with 29 goals and assists in all competitions, still impressive. And probably the best keeper in FIFA, Mike Managan, with 56 appearances, absolute stalwart in the back. Probably should have had Adam in for longest parts of the season to carry some of the burden. Anyway, thank you for watching the video. If you have enjoyed it, please leave a like, and maybe I'll do this concept again. It's been very fun for me. Hopefully it's been a very fun video for you too. Take care.